No, I mean it's close off the foot.
I still refer to it as policy matter.
Mr. Chetty. This one. This one is Indu. Oh, so that is the pig with mother. And here was Krishna. I knew very nice. They're still busy.
I know, that's why I'm sitting the food.
Yes.
Everything's Thank you.
Walk slowly.
Thank you.
Annie, can I go? Sure, thank you. So, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
How would you sort out the sound?
Just here, sir.
Namaste, Vanakkam, Jai Shri Krishna, and good afternoon to all. I'm Vasila Sulaiman and I'll be leading you through the honoring of an incredible life and the mourning of death. Proceedings, I'd like to call upon Shane from the Sai group to lead us in an opening prayer, followed by a rendition of devotional songs. Today we remember Indu, not only sorrow, but a profound gratitude for the life she lived and the incredible mark she left in the hearts of all those fortunate enough to know her. Her life was a testament to unwavering support and devotion, and she always stood as a pillar of strength to her family and loved ones. We are eternally grateful that this life of inspiration was part of the earth and our lives for 80 years, yet still she is gone too soon. To honor a woman who touched many lives, we will hear the stories of a few close ones, to laugh and cry together and to acknowledge that we are all different because we have had the pleasure of knowing how beloved Indu is. Being an amazing friend was one of her many great qualities. We call upon Auntie Dai, who was one of her dearest, oldest and most loved friends.
Good afternoon. My name is Diane and I am a friend of Amber's. I stand before you today very proud and grateful that Amba Chetty was on my life's path. She was and will always be a very dear and special friend to me. There were no barriers in our friendship. We loved that we met at a mind, body and soul fair in a church and felt our friendship was by divine design. We understood each other's spirituality, respected our differences, loved our similarities, and had an unconditional acceptance of each other, with not one word having to be said. Amba was a woman of substance, generous, hospitable, and gracious. Judgmental attitude made her love wherever she went. Her heart of gold and her kindness never ceased to bless me. In the early days I was often in her home as we both loved to sew, and with incredible patience, the heart of a teacher, she taught me how to do beading and make multiple layered gypsy skirts. There was a time when no shirts in my cupboard with a collar was safe, because I would whisk them off to Amba and together we would sit and bead them, while Tanya kept us going with coffee and biscuits. Always delicious delights in the Chetty household. After an intense day of sewing, Amba would send me home with scrumptious food which my husband always raved about. And I was very happy because that night I did not have to cook. Most men want their wives to learn how to cook like their mothers. But my dear husband wanted me to learn to cook like Amba. He felt I should be concentrating on this and not my sewing lesson. But try as I may, my cooking never measured up. Even when Amba gave me the recipe, the spices, and the secret twist to success, my curry was no more than an excited stew, and all hope that my cooking would improve was dashed. Amba and I also loved all things shiny and sparkling, and where better to find this than at the magnificent Indian fairs. I would be pushing her in the wheelchair with the oxygen tank over my shoulder as it was too heavy for her on her lap, and off we would go for a day's adventure to the fair. Often we were there so long that I would suddenly have to scamper around trying to find a crack so that we could plug in the oxygen machine, and she would sit there waiting for the machine to recharge, commanding all the merchants as to what she wanted to see. And with a beautiful smile on their faces, they would present her with stunning saris. Amba never had enough saris for temple. Stunning bracelets, glistening earrings, and I would try on garments, giving her a fashion parade, waiting for her yes or no. Amba taught me never to pay the asking price. And no matter what time of day it was, Amba always managed to get the first customer of the day discount. Sometimes the negotiations were hard, but she stood her ground, and we always walked away smiling. Amba saw me through the darkest time in my life when my husband suddenly passed away. She was always there for me with sound advice, a compassionate word, and the voice of encouragement and reason. Amba was a proud mom and adored her family, and when her grandsons came along, they were without doubt a sparkling jewel in her life. When it came to her health, she showed amazing strength, resilience, and courage as she bore her health challenges so bravely. With every twist and turn, she came back fighting until her broken body could fight no more. I know my life would be richer for having Amba as my friend. So finally, my dearest friend, life has brought us to this point where we will no longer be able to see each other with our physical eyes. But we know that our spiritual eyes will always see each other. And on a day designated by God, we will meet again. days. So until then, my friend, rest a while. And I send you loads of love, as love knows no boundaries, space or time. And I pray, Lord, take good care of Amba while she's in your hands, for she is precious.
Thank you, Auntie Di, for those heartfelt words and such special memories. Family was everything to Indu, but as Auntie Di has said, her grandsons were her greatest joy. Vivan, Bahin and Pranav will now share some of their special memories with Ma.
Om Sai Ram. Good afternoon everyone and thank you for being here today. Today we gather not only to mourn the passing of my beloved grandmother Mom, but also to celebrate her life. A life that was rich in love, kindness and wisdom. It's hard to find the words to express how much she meant to me and to all of us who had the privilege of knowing her. Ma was more than a grandmother. She was a guiding light in my life. She had a presence that was calming yet strong and gentle. She wasn't someone who needed to raise her voice to be heard. She only needed to raise her eyebrows. I will miss our little chats in the lounge, where you always sat on your wooden chair with your violin and towel. I love how animated you were when you told us scary ghost stories and your memories from Cape Town about the good old days. In the last few years of Ma's life, as her health began to decline, Ma faced her challenges with the same grace and strength that she has always shown. Even when things became difficult, she never lost her warmth or sense of humor. She continued to care about the well-being of everyone around her more than she cared about her own. That was just who she was, selfless, loving, and endlessly giving. While it's heartbreaking to say goodbye, I know that Ma's spirit will never truly leave us. She has left a lasting imprint on our lives. Her love, her kindness, and her wisdom live on in each one of us who were lucky enough to know her. And though we may not be able to see her or hear her voice, I believe that she will be with us, watching over us and guiding us just as she did when she was here. So as we say our goodbyes today, let us also remember to hold on to the lessons she told us. Let us be kind, let us be patient, let us love each other, and let us find joy, even in the simplest of moments. And we will carry you. Effingham Road will never be the same without Julia. Thank you. I love you more. Om Saram.
In our hearts. Good morning. Today we come together to celebrate the life and legacy of an extraordinary woman, known to many as Indu and Amba, but to me, simply as Ma. As we reflect on her remarkable journey, we find Ma had a vision for each of us. She wanted us to achieve greatness, become doctors, and to be rich, not just in material wealth, but in experience, success, and happiness. Her unwavering belief in our potential was a constant source of encouragement, and she wanted us to reach for the stars and never settle for less than our best. No matter the struggles or hardships we faced, Ma's faith in us never wavered, and her dreams for our success were only at the forefront of our mind. One of the most enduring aspects of Ma's spirit was her smile. It was a smile that could light up the darkest room, a smile that never faltered, no matter what life would throw away. Her positivity was infectious, and her resilience was a lesson for all of us. Through every trial Ma faced life with grace and an ever-present smile that was a beacon of hope and joy. Ma's home was a haven for anyone who needed it. Her hospitality knew no bounds. Always welcoming. She had an incredible ability to make everyone feel valued and loved.
every person with the same kindness and respect. Her home was a place where everyone felt embraced and cherished. Beyond her warmth and kindness, Ma had an innate ability to bring people together. Family gatherings and varieties at her house were more than just events. They were celebrations of love, unity, and joy. Her laughter filled the air, and her stories wove a tapestry of shared experiences that connected us all. It was in these moments that we felt most connected to one another, thanks to the incredible bond she nurtured among us. The lessons Ma taught us extended far beyond her words. Her actions spoke volumes about the kind of person she was: selfless, compassionate, and endlessly giving. She taught us the true meaning of generosity, not just through material gifts, but through the gift of her time, her heart, and her unwavering support. Her legacy is one of profound impact, a reminder to cherish each moment and to live our lives with the same grace and love that she embodied. As we say our final goodbyes, let us remember her, Ma, with hearts full of gratitude. Her life was a testament to love, kindness, and the importance of believing in one another. Though she may no longer be with us, her legacy lives on in the values she taught us, the warmth she shared, and the love she so generously gave. Rest in peace, Ma. Your spirit will continue to guide us, and your memory will be forever cherished. Thank you for the light you brought into our lives and the indelible mark you left in our hearts. I hope that one day I can live up to your expectations and you can proudly smile down from me from heaven. Thank you.
That was truly special, boys. Well done. Indumasi's beloved younger brother, Nandu Mama, will now share a few words.
I must take you one and all. Good afternoon, everyone. This afternoon is not a mournful occasion, but one of celebration of the life of a woman who was truly remarkable in my opinion. And she touched many, many lives in the 8 decades that she was alive. My personal experiences go back, there was a fair age gap between myself and the event from childhood, where she made sure that we were fed, properly dressed, did our schoolwork, behaved in a certain decorum, and always motivated all of us, the younger ones, myself, actually, Ramesh, who's not here today, to work hard and to achieve whatever we can, or the best we can in life. And then she later became a school teacher, had a profound impact on small children that she taught, and eventually became a lecturer at Peshe Training College. And I remember staying with her as a medical student, and those students, after qualifying at Peshe and becoming teachers and parents themselves, always used to come back and wanted to see me, because she made such a remarkable impact on their lives. And I remember when we came from Worcester, and Ramesh, my brother, and myself had to transfer to school, and we wanted to go to a particular high school, and they wouldn't accept us. And she went to that principal at least 10, 15 times until the chapter ended. And the result is that 3 generations of Rwandans have gone to that school and have made an impact. That's how it was. Dedicated and unforgiving if she wanted to get something done. Step a few years ahead, I then got into medical school, and I had the privilege of staying with them for the period of medical school, as well as working afterwards at King Edward. And we had such a wonderful relationship where our fights but never lasted for too long. I saw Reina and Chetty and Abaresh and Prashen grow up, took them to school occasionally, disciplined them, and also taught them to be naughty. But even then, Ben always believed that a family is important. At some point in time, in order to improve the quality of the life of her children and her family, she gave up lectureship and started working on a flea market over weekends, where she had success. But more importantly, she made lots and lots of new friends in her life, one of which she spoke here earlier, and other people that the lives she's touched. And she always showed interest in when I was doing Bulgaria. She always showed interest. The flea market showed that she was capable of working hard in order and made sacrifices so that the family can have the best of everything. She also made wonderful friends, but she was also a caring and helpful person. I just want to relate two stories. One of Joe, who she met at the flea market, a gentleman from Belgium who had no family, who came to the Belgian Congo many moons ago as a mechanic of sorts, whatever, landed up in Durban, did something on the flea market, became destitute. And we felt sorry for this gentleman, and eventually he lived in her property at 3 or 4 Effingham Road for a better part of a decade. He potted around, he was a good mentor to Prussia and for the others were at university. He fixed a few things, but she never ever ill-treated him to make sure that when he died, he got a decent burial. Then, he was a misguided young girl, her name was Chetty, commonly known as Chetty for English, it's the little one. She used to help him, but she had bad company, got on drugs, eventually became HIV positive, was in and out of hospital, and all sorts of things. But Ben never wrote her off. When she was ill, she would stay at Effingham Road, make sure that she got proper food. And then, 6-7 years ago, while I was in Durban, just trying to get Ben on a phone call to say that Clayton had died. They found her on the street, or she had been killed, or whatever. I can't remember the exact details. And she was going to be given an office burial, but they found Ben's telephone number on her person. And he said, no, this is not possible. She was there in a flash. And I can remember writing her, oh, wonderful funeral. That is the kindness of this woman. And that is how she touched many people's lives. About a decade ago, things started going backward. Her health deteriorated, but she always had the indomitable will to live. And she always said to me that she wants to see our mission children. Well, she succeeded in that. She saw them grown up, running around, coming to visit her, whatever the case would be. So those were the things, but eventually, the medical conditions became overwhelming, and it became less and less difficult, more and more difficult for Ben to live as she was always used to. She was stuck on an oxygen concentrating machine. She hardly left home. She couldn't meet her friends as she used to and socialize and drive a motorcar and whatever. And I think towards the end she was significantly depressed. But in conclusion, all I want to say is that this woman touched many people's lives, made a positive contribution towards society. And it's always been for me a privilege to have been a younger sibling. The way she took care of me, the way she cared for all of us, and it's been an honor to call out me. Thank you. I'm going to meet again.
Thank you, Nanda Mama. The love and protection of an elder brother never wavers, and Indu always shared a special bond with her brothers. Dinesh Mama will now express these sentiments to you.
Namaste, good evening everybody. It's a somber occasion. And I'm not here to mourn my sister's death. I'm here to celebrate her life. And I'm going to show you something about 4 different versions of the speech. 4 different religions. See the whole I'm just going to say it a random one, and then I'm going to deliver that to the rest of the group. So I don't know what's coming, so I hope you will lend me your ears. Once again, namaste. As I said earlier on, I'm not here to mourn my sister, Indu is passing, but to celebrate her life, a remarkable life of a remarkable lady. A life, despite its fair share of challenges, my sister embraced with determination and resilience. As the program director mentioned that we had a close relationship. And some of you may know that. A bond between us that grew even closer and stronger following our mother's death close to 16 years ago. To me, being stepped into the shoes my mother vacated. And these were big shoes indeed. Ben became the matriarch of the family and was extended the due respect by family, friends, and all the in-laws. Our relationship was not only one of mutual admiration. We often disagreed, but never in a disagreeable manner. Ben was ahead of her time, especially in our community. She was a young girl when my father relocated the family from Cape Town to Worcester. Here she blossomed. She completed a secondary education at our alma mater, Estelmark High, and then went on to train and qualify as a teacher. She soon earned the respect and admiration of her peers. She could teach almost any subject, but excelled in the field of needlework. She was so talented that she hardly wore clothes to wear to school. And in those days, as you will know, the teachers dressed up, unlike today, that they come in anything, anyhow. She stitched her own garments and presented as an envy to many of her colleagues who depended on Fushini. Her teaching career brought her to Durban to take up a position as a lecturer at Veshe Training College. It was then that she met Daddy, and as they say, the rest is history. The union was blessed with 3 children. Her passion for stitching was so ingrained in her DNA that she converted it into a commercial enterprise. She sold garments at the Bridgefront Flea Market. Her styles and design were so popular that she had established a wholesale operation with supplying people elsewhere in the country. This business kept her so busy that she eventually resigned her teaching post and concentrated on the love of her life, stitching. She was now a fully fledged entrepreneur. Throughout her teaching and business career, she met many people, most of whom took to her. The first speaker is probably testament to that. She had this warm, pleasant, hospitable, welcoming personality. She was a people's person who liked to engage in conversation. And I would often say to her when she was telling me stories, and I said, "Hey, stop, that's gossip." And she said, "No, it's not gossip. Knowledge is power and gathering information." Will you support that then? I support that. I consider myself privileged to have had the relationship I had with her. I called her every Saturday morning around a particular time. In case I may have forgotten, Shanti will remind me and say, "Have you called Ben?" And Anita will pipe up and say, "Have you called Foy yet?" That was routine every Saturday, like sun rising in the east and setting in the west. That was our routine. And when I called her, and it was a bit late, and not around the time I usually do, she would answer the call as follows: "JJ Rai, what happened? Why are you late today?" During our interactions, she'll always express concern and interest in all the members of our extended family. How's Ramesh Bhai and Rajiv and Nanda, even though she spoke with Nanda every Sunday. Nanda and I see each other at least every Monday. I often start by asking whether he had called Dane the day before, as it was his habit to call her every Sunday. A few years ago, she wrote a beautiful letter. She wished my gratitude to our days in Worcester and several special events and moments shared together. I still have the letter. I will keep it forever, close to my heart. It is the most caring manifestation of a mutual love and affection of siblings. A few weeks ago, I did not call her because she was in ICU. When she was discharged on Wednesday, she called me and we caught up. It was a conversation unlike anyone before. We reminisced about the old days, our travels, abroad and delicate family issues. Though she was struggling to speak, she insisted on talking and telling me certain things that she wanted me to know. Ben must have realized Ben was near. We both became emotional. Ben was extremely proud of her children and their achievements. To her, they were the best. They were her world. To them, I say, you made your mother proud. You are indeed fortunate to have a mother so loving and dedicated to your well-being. On Saturday past, I could not call my dear sister because she was in ICU. I decided to visit a friend. I came to the car, and as I was driving, my mind was wandering off. I saw them in my mind's eye. I called Nanda. I called Nanda from the car and suggested we travel to Durban to visit me. I returned home, packed my bag. And headed to the airport. From the airport in Durban, we proceeded to the hospital where I saw my dear sister fighting to live on. My sister's indomitable spirit will forever live on in my memory. I cherish the love we shared. I will not forget my last words to on Saturday, which then I did not call you today. I decided to visit you instead. It's time to go. So, you call me now. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Absolutely.
A mother's love for her children starts before birth and will endure long after death. Indu imprint of love and dedication is evident in the fine qualities of her three children. Ambesh, Kashan and Reena will stand united with us today, as Indu Mama would have always wanted to see her.
Also, the say how times get strong people. But in the case of our mom, this won't be an understatement. Despite considerable challenges over the years, every day she taught us the importance of showing up and doing her best. Now that she is resting, I pray that our mom is a big watcher. God knows the role of what she has done this lifetime. If for whatever reason she comes back to this earth, I really pray that she is my mom again. No one would ask for a more loving, more selfless mother. To say that you went without such a big love is incontrovertible. We wish our with love, and I can't think of a time we had any meaningful upset. Even when we caused her strife, and people have told her that I was a handful as a kid. People have laughed at us in stories telling me that I would break everything in our house when we visited the Victor Road. She instilled in us a strong sense of appreciation, not just for education, but to constantly read and learn, and an even stronger work ethic, as those of you who saw us grow up on the free market will know. Mommy never gave up. When I was in class 1, my teacher told me that I would need to repeat the year, because simply put, I was not reading about red lorries. She got her friend Chetty to come up from Cape Town, to whom I owe much, to tutor me, poking me with knitting needles. Both of them determined in their conviction that the teachers were wrong, and with brute force and love they changed the path of my life. She also had the biggest heart. Without having much, she taught us the value of charity. Took us to deliver sandwiches to people in the King Edward Hospital waiting rooms of primary school kids, and helped many people who had no one else to turn to. It was a constant gripe of mine that she would give complete strangers lifts, though she never yielded to my objections. She was exceptionally strong-willed and lovingly stubborn, another trait we have inherited. I lived there in June 2003 and would come home to visit once a month, sometimes more. And all through those years, I would bring back clothes that needed mending, shirts that lost buttons, a jersey that had a hole in the elbow that she must have fixed 5 times. Earlier this year, she fixed my swimming trunks. Some of my fondest memories are of growing up and the birthday parties we would have. She would bake the birthday cake and spend a week before slaving at the oven baking pastries and biscuits and sausage rolls and all the things she knew we loved. I still have and treasure a coveted wristwatch she gave me in 1986 when I was 9 years old. She was actively involved in the temple, threw herself into being involved in our school parent-teacher associations, not to mention shuttling us daily to various extracurricular activities after school. How she found the time and energy is a marvel. I hope I was a good son, and I hope that I can be the same parent to my children. As recently as a few months ago, earlier this year, she sat me down and gave me some parenting insights. We'll never stop learning from her. I'm very grateful that my kids got to spend a few years with her, JJ, as they call her. She raised us with a strong sense of family, and she can be proud of Prashant and Reina and Dad and the relationship we have with each other. I would like to mention the physicians who helped her, and especially thank our neighbor Auntie Jaya, all Mommy's friends and family, Krishna, Reina's in-laws, Chetty, Prashant and Tani, who have been a pillar of strength to her through these years. There's simply too many to mention, but you know who you are. Some of you are here, others have messaged and called, but you all made her life fulfilling and happy. I will always love her.
Before I pay tribute to my mom, I would like to read a message from Tani, who was my mother's right hand. I would like to thank you, madam, for all she did for me. When I came home to work for my madam, I could not speak English. Madam taught me English, and I taught her also. My madam was my second mom, and I appreciate how she treated me. My mother was the heart of our family. She kept us together. I would like to take you back to my school days. Mom was a fellow officer, guiding me in my career. She always made sure I made the right choices. My high school principal was my mom, praised my mom for me, so no actor. Through her, I qualified as a radio slash farmer. Thank you, Mom, for your into my life. She is my soulmate and has given me beautiful son just for you. I would like to thank Chetty for all she did for my mom. Chetty could forever mom asked for. Tani and Chetty fed mom when she was too weak to eat on her own. Just me used to just TV and oxygen and check stuff. Thank you, just me. We will miss you on Sunday drives with mom. She loved shopping, meeting our old friends. He would like everywhere. Face would like everywhere. She met someone she knew. Just me will miss you. She always ran to you when you could not get into you, me and Jekyll. Thank you, Mom, for the best mother. You molded me into the person I am. Today I will miss you, Jesus. Strong isn't now home. All the lovely bites, seeds, and food we had. My best memory is one Christmas when I was had a busy day in the summer, and I told her I felt for a scratch. Mom, Dad, and I had a scotch and was scotch. She said, she often felt for us after the flea market to relax her. She said, that with a beautiful smile, and she always gave me whenever I took tea and or bites for my mom. I love you and will miss you. Chetty, Tani, just me, we will all miss you, Mom.
Om Sai Ram, esteemed guest. I'm actually going to cut out some of what I had planned because I think it's been repeated in everyone else's speeches and also for the sake of time. So I might pause where I decide to cut things out. Today, I stand before you to pay tribute to a remarkable woman whom I am honored to call my mom. Mom, the strongest woman I have ever met. You have the kind of strength that came from a life full of experiences. Some were joyful and some were sorrowful. And you used that strength to support and uplift all those around you. You were a mother not just to us, but to so many people, and have influenced and shaped all of our destinies. My mother, an unsung hero and the matriarch of our beautiful family. Today, I find it necessary to reflect on the countless hardships she endured to educate and bring us up. She worked tirelessly, day in and day out to provide for us, often sacrificing her own needs to ensure that we had everything of the best. Mom's motto was always, hard work never killed anyone, and it was during the years growing up as a tight-knit family at the Sunday flea market that we learned, at her side, the values of humility, diligence, and grit. I would relive that childhood 1,000 times over. She taught us that no matter how tough life may get, we must never lose hope. Mom, your greatest achievement was crushing, and your commitment and steadfast belief in him has made him a man that you can be so proud of today. Her unwavering faith in Swami provided her with the strength in the face of adversity and hope in times of doubt. Facing numerous hardships and challenges throughout your life, you never lost sight of the values you held dear, and you lived your life with Swami's words, love all, serve all. Mom touched the lives of everyone she met. She had the biggest heart and endless compassion, always willing to help others, even when she herself had so little. Her selflessness and kindness knew no bounds, and her generosity inspired us all. Mom lived her life in a way that showed her deep belief in goodness and in the importance of helping others. Even after her health deteriorated, she continued to care about the well-being of everyone around her, often more than she cared about her own. That was just who she was, selfless, loving, and endlessly giving. Mom also had a wonderful sense of humor. She had this ability to find joy and laughter even in the tough moments, and that's something I'll admire about her. I can still hear her laughter as she reminisced about her own childhood or shared funny anecdotes about her life. She just had the best way to tell a story, spicing it up nicely along the way. Her wisdom was another gift she gave us all. Ma had lived through so much. She had seen this cruel and harsh world in ways many of us can only imagine, and yet she remained grounded in the things that mattered: love, family, kindness, and faith. You have instilled in us this importance of perseverance and family, and I pray that we will always make you proud. For those of you who have had a conversation with Mom, you would know how highly intelligent and industrious she was. She taught me much more about business than any number of degrees could. She also had an idiom and expression for everything, sometimes in Afrikaans, sometimes in English, and sometimes in Gujarati, although I wouldn't understand it. Mom was always reading and learning, and even to the very end, you always had a book by your side. Mom, you fought a long and good fight, and your spirit and determination will long be remembered. At this juncture, I must acknowledge all the specialists who fought this long battle alongside her. A special thank you to Prof. Lalu and your team for your commitment and belief in my mom. You have brought her back to us more times than we ever thought possible. A true fighter who even survived COVID. Krishna, she was at peace knowing you were simply a call away. It was never too much for you, no matter the time, day or night, to go to Effingham and see to her. In her last few days, you attended to her daily, ensuring that she was comfortable and free from pain. Dad, you never gave up on her. You still, with all your heart, believed that she would come back home this weekend. I will miss her chats, her no-nonsense approach, and even up until last week, she was still lecturing me on how I could be a better mama. But Mom, your shoes are simply too large to fill. One of the things I'll cherish about you, Mom, is how deeply you cared for your family. You have instilled this value and importance of family, and we will endeavor to uphold this legacy for you. Mom, I have to believe that you are now in a better place, because with your optimistic nature, your extroverted personality, I know how difficult it was for you to be bound to the four walls at home. In your own words, you loved to gallivant, you loved people, you loved having your home full of family and friends. I would also like to take this chance and opportunity to thank my dad, Chipna, Prashin and Tani for their unwavering love and care for Mom. We all know it isn't easy to take care of such an ill person, especially Mom. But your patience and love will never be forgotten. Mommy, I love you so very, very, very much. Could not have heard more heartfelt words than those. May the memories you hold so dear carry you through these devastating days, and the goodness of your mom continue to live on with all of you. Just to let everyone know, dinner will be served at 304 Effingham Road from 6 p.m. and tomorrow lunch as well from 1 p.m. From tomorrow evening till the 26th of September, they'll have devotional songs at home from 6 to 7 p.m. Just to conclude, the journey of life is long, and those who walk it should not have to walk it alone. In times like these, nothing takes the place of family and loved ones. I express the family's sincerest gratitude for your presence here today, especially those who have traveled so far. Thank you for your efforts. The family would also like to extend their immense gratitude to everyone who has made sure that they want for nothing during such a difficult time. From the moment this tragedy, the unwavering support of friends and family has been overwhelming and is truly appreciated. There are really too many to mention, but every act of love and support has not gone unnoticed. Thank you all once again for everything. Hanita Padma Ben will now conduct the prayer, and when she's done, the family will perform their last respects. Namaste. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayatu. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayatu. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayatu. પાપોના નાશને માટે નમો વિષ્ણુ સદા સદા ઉદ્ધાર સર્વ પિતૃઓ મને પરના તાજો પિતા પિતા મહાદી ને માતા મહાદી સર્વજે ગુરુ સ્વસુર પક્ષે જે વળી મુજને માનવો સર્વના પાપ બાળી દો સર્વને તાજો કરો સમસ્ત કુળ સર્વને વૈકુંઠે વસાવજો મંગલમંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલમંદિર ખોલો મંગલમંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલમંદિર ખોલો જીવન વનની વેગે વટાવ્યું જીવન વનહતી વેગે વટાવ્યું દ્વાર ઉભો શિશુ ગોળ દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો તિમિર ગયું ને જ્યોતિ પ્રકાશ્યો તિમિર ગયું ને જ્યોતિ પ્રકાશ્યો શિશુને ઉરમાલોલ દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો નામ મધુરતામાં રટ્યો નિરંતર નામ મધુરતામાં રટ્યો નિરંતર શિશુ સહ પ્રેમે બોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દિવ્ય તૃષાતુર આવ્યો બાળક દિવ્ય તૃષાતુર આવ્યો બાળક પ્રેમે અમીરસ ડોરો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો ગેલા આત્માને મંત્ર દેતી આપશે શાંતિ પૂરી બધી રીતે એનું પ્રભુ કરાવશે સર્વ કલ્યાણ શ્રીજી બધા જીવો સાથે જીવનમાં જે થયેલો સંબંધ કરાવી દો એને સાવ તરફથી સાવ નિશ્ચિત મુક્ત પ્રભુ તારે દ્વારે આવ્યો છે આત્મા પ્રભુ તારે દ્વારે આવ્યો છે આત્મા શાંતિ દેજો
हे परमात्मा शांति तेजो हे परमात्मा अमे सब भेगा मळी करिए प्रार्थना अमे सब भेगा मळी करिए प्रार्थना शांति देजो हे परमात्मा शांति देजो हे परमात्मा जन्म जन्मना फेरा टाळजो जन्म जन्मना फेरा टाळजो मुक्ती देजो हे परमात्मा मुक्ती देजो हे परमात्मा लक्ष चर्यासीना फेरा टाळजो लक्ष चर्यासीना फेरा टाळजो सद्गती देजो हे परमात्मा मोक्ष गती देजो हे परमात्मा प्रभु तारे द्वारे આવ્યો છે આત્મા પ્રભુ તારે દ્વારે આવ્યો છે આત્મા શાંતિ परमात्मा देव शांति अंतरिक्ष शांति पृथ्वी शांति रापा शांति औषधया शांति वनस्पतया शांति विश्वे देवा शांति ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वकाम शांति शांति रेव शांति श्यामा शांति रेवि ओम शांति 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 नमस्ते.
The family will now perform their last respects and Sean will play a devotional song.
Amen.